bum 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 ba dum bum. All right, we're live.
Bum, 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 bum.
I agree, dude. I should put that on later on. All right, guys, we're working on N-Wars, which is a it's an experimental MOBA engine made in StarCraft 1.
Wow.
No, I'm joined with N. We're gonna make some stuff happen today. It's gonna be very exciting. So I hope you enjoy your ends.
I hope you actually.
That's also experimental. Or maybe just the mental part. What's going on, Connor? You got 2 N's in your name, which means you win N-Wars. So what should the first map tiles be?
Snow?
The worst fucking tiles it does.
Oh, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, it's just really annoying.
You have a lot of blends and stuff on jungle, so you might take down.
I have a lot of blends on snow too that I've made in Photoshop, so it doesn't really matter. These are actually the 2 most developed. Well, I guess Ashworld's pretty developed too now, but
Ashford could be cool too. I was thinking either Snow or Ashford.
well, what would Ashworld be? Like, what are the locations here? We gotta have some historical significance.
Well, Ashford will be Tower.
They don't.
No,
can't
I have no
exist
idea.
in StarCraft. What are you doing, dude? We're making a new game. So, we got a volcanic area, right? So, what can we do with the volcanic area? Do you think?
Obviously, we have lava surges like in StarCraft 2.
Oh yeah, the terrain raises. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what is it? What should this be? Like, why are factions of Ns and frauds fighting each other over it?
Listen, I have no idea.
Well,
We
let's
have
start
made,
figuring
like,
some ideas out.
2,000 maps on Ashford about roads and canyons, so you should probably have a better grasp.
No, I mean, none of those really had any significance. So. Frauds usually are just like, well, they were actually trying to subjugate the Kenyans. Maybe this is Planet Kenya. Maybe that's what we're doing.
Okay.
But I just want to figure out what the environment is and what the neutral creeps and stuff will be, and then what the Ns and frauds are fighting over, because that'll dictate sort of like the thematic that I build the environment around and the different things that are going to morph the gameplay. You know what I'm saying? So like, what is significant about this volcanic area?
I don't know. If I was forced to like make up an answer, then I'd provide some resource deposits or something, but that's not very funny.
Well, maybe they're fighting over the Kenyans. I guess that could be it.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's end deposits.
Yeah. The question is, I don't know how big the map should be.
At least 190
Oh, you think
by
it's really
190. Yeah.
It's a very large map.
Yeah, it is. With an end same size.
Okay, so we got to figure out. I think we'll build the map generally around like a central point. So maybe there's like a set number of like Kenyan outposts or something. And the central hub of the area, right, is like the big pressure point where when you capture that, you gain more reinforcements of the Kenyan variety, which are like going to be more powerful than your standard army units. Sort of like, I guess, super minions or something would be an allegory.
What an insane idea.
It's not that insane.
Isn't that a bit like Hero of the Storm? Heroes of the Storm camp?
I don't know. What's yours of the storm though?
I
guess we won't have items, but other than that, I don't really see the other stuff.
In the middle of the map you have camps that are kind of like super minions that you can kill to capture.
Hey, what's going on, iQuare? Just the man we needed.
Yeah, let's get the iQuare on here.
Yeah, he's got to join the voice. We're working on basically like an arcade MOBA style map where you've got an AI ally on either team. It's going to be up to 2v2, but it can also be 1v1, or I guess 1v2. And the central thesis is that you have these like the two warring factions of Ends and Frauds. And the Ends are going to be the End tech tree from Nekron's birthday map from Mapcraft number 3, I think it was. Might have been 4. And the Frauds are from like Saga the Zitsun and other such productions. They're basically like Protoss replacements, but I'm going to work on getting like actual assets from them and stuff. Ultimately, you've got these two distinct factions that are controlled by AI. They're going to have like lanes to the maps, and there's going to be a host of different maps. We're just starting out with a basic one right now. My idea is that we'll get a working trigger system and mod component so that the systems of the map itself work, and we'll make sure that one map is completely functional. And then once we have like a release-ready product, at that point we'll start to, well, for one, like test it with the people in the server and stuff, but also like start working on additional maps. The goal is anyways to have like a whole rotation of maps that all do something a little bit different with the gameplay, where the core systems are still the same. So the players are probably just going to control heroes and like maybe a small amount of like mercenaries or something like that. I don't know how we're going to do that just yet.
What do you even want from the heroes?
Champions of your respective faction. So obviously Nekron is going to be a hero broodling. That'll be one option. And then we got to figure out what else fits in with the Ends. Frauds, we can just name them after Blizzard employees.
That's illegal. Probably actually illegal.
No, we're not selling this. It's fine. We'd only get into trouble if we made the what was I gonna say? Fuck. Well, bye.
Fucking destroyed by your own memory.
No, it's like trying to do so many things at once. We would only get into hot water legally if we made the most disgusting unit and portrait combination, Dustin Browder or Chris Metzen, because then they would say it bears too much resemblance to the actual person. So there you go. That's the real destruction. Where's my symmetry? problem is I have to make sure that I get actual ramps from people. Oh, you, Commander. Your champion has ended his life. Making some modern art here.
How are you even doing this thing in the same rush?
It's in symmetry options.
Oh, okay.
As you can see, it's...
Because it's never been this easy.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, what's going on, LT? It's actually a U, by the way. Oh shit, you can do Oh my goodness. Dude!
Oh, you can actually use this.
That's awesome. I forgot SI added this stuff. What's going on, Sierra 12? Dude, that's crazy.
10.
Wow, I can actually make insane patterns this way. So let me see.
Oh, they burn.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what I would do here. What else do I have? I have a lot of options, apparently. ISOM rotational symmetry? What's the difference? Maybe this is more adapted for us. So, we want a bunch of different outposts and stuff that you can get along the way. But I just don't know how best to do that exactly. Why don't we do mirror Y? It's mirror X. There we go. This is more like a... So I'm just drawing some very, very basic pathways. But I'll probably fuck around with them and make it so that it's actually asymmetrical at some point, because it's up. The map balance is definitely going to be asymmetrical anyways because of the fact that there's two distinct sides. So they're going to be different. Yeah, the only time they don't target buildings for attack... Well, I mean, it does happen, actually, but...
Yeah, it does sometimes happen, even if there are buildings on the map.
Yeah, it's just not very common.
Yeah. It's probably also not quite obvious because NIF said that they only target buildings, so something must implicate that, but they definitely don't.
Jesus Christ. It's called Magma. Forgot about that one. Alright. So I'll probably just use actual AI stuff for defense, and then like the occasional attack with some of the other stuff. What's this map? It's called N-Wars. It's working on basically a new game mode. So there's going to be a couple of different maps that I make for it, but it'll be pretty interesting.
Pretty racist, honestly.
I don't know why you keep saying that. It's just because only Terrans can become Ents? I get it, but talk it up with Blizzard, man. I wanted an N-infested Protoss for a while. Yeah, I kind of like the sickle idea, the imagery.
Fucks around with it. Oh my god.
More like a fraud.
No. You're more like you.
Unfortunately, it's gonna get lost pretty soon as I fill this area out a little bit. So, I'm thinking about adding high-level, dangerous but rewarding creep camps in the bottom, like behind the bases. So the bottom right and top left will be the base areas where the players will start and revive and whatever. The I think behind them will be like a really high value target, but it's so far away from the rest of the action that and takes so long to kill in most cases that doing so when your enemies are still around could prove fatal. But I guess it's kind of hard to scout that, so who knows what'll happen. I also think that maybe we should allow the players to build expansions for their AI, basically, like not like literally have the control of the worker per se, but like do some action that guarantees the AI attempts to build an expansion there or something. Or maybe it'll just be an outpost as opposed to an expansion. I don't know how much resources will actually be playing into it for the AI. It would probably be really hard to make stuff consistent if they were dependent on money. The AI allies should probably also be allied with the neutral stuff. So that players can't draw creeps into the base area or whatever. Alright, well we have the starting... We have the start of something. I don't know what it is yet. It's something. Hey, man. Thinking. Hey, stop typing. Can you believe there's soon going to be an end map? An end wars map? I'm pretty excited. You sound very excited too.
Yeah.
Your insolence will be your undoing. I should probably turn the symmetry thing off. bing, 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 bing.
Bong bong.
You're illegal, UAD Commander.
I agree with you, Commander. Must be dealt with.
Say goodbye to your little dick.
Wow, that's really mean.
It's not mean enough. For the likes of you.
Right, dude.
Maybe I become MU. Yeah, structures buildable terrain in this tile set mod. This engine. Can't believe people really call stuff like this engine. It's so dumb. Just said you to me. Can't say that. What made you think it's char, dumbass? What a moron this guy is. Thinks it's char.
Was he fucking born?
This is a Kenyan land. You big meanie. I actually don't think Asteroid gets enough credit, to be honest with you. It's a pretty... nice tile set, I think. Definitely needs a lot of work, but... does its job well enough in my opinion.
Well, I just noticed that Omega might have been a little harder than I intended to, because I didn't remove some test-only changes.
Good job. Sounds like a lot of testing happened.
Well, they weren't. They aren't exactly not stable. It's stuff like shorter scout training time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just give them 10,000 HP Ultralisks, why not?
Yeah! 10,000 HP cards. Anyway, I updated them up already, so... Bye.
Alright, see you next time. Thanks for hanging.
Thanks for waving.
You know, what was I gonna say? Bing, 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 bing.
Bog.
Can't say that.
Why?
It offends me.
You get offended then.
I can't do that.
Well, then you get fucking destroyed.
I can't do that either.
Why?
Because that offends me. No. You.
I try you.
Oh! I cannot believe that you would ever do such a thing.
Calm down.
I will get upon you the end of the end. You will become my enemy.
Hello?
And oh, you like this? This is my backwards ramp. It was
No.
It was just a blend with existing tiles before I made a really shitty one in Photoshop. It's all placeholders.
Red crystals from Ashwood.
Yeah, and this particular mod, this MPQ has those. Thought it was a good addition. Honestly, my one that I made in Photoshop is not that much better. I was completely incapable of getting the perspective correctly. Hey, man.
Hey, mama.
Apparently somebody hey-manned me on Blizzard forums.
What? How did this happen?
UED posted a screenshot. My Japanese anybody's business or yes, but I don't know. I think it was an end conspiracy. But don't never say that again.
Can you stop being racist, please?
It's not like I am stream. Why does everybody think that's racist anyway?
That's incredibly racist.
It's incredibly you, actually. Is that a post somewhere? Addressing me, or I don't even understand. Oh, somebody actually asked a question. That's cool. That never happens. The internet is a very special place filled with very special bus riders. I'll go take a look at it. You know what? He's gonna get live comment response, dude. We're gonna read his post together.
Destroy him.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe make some good points. Maybe ask some important questions. You never know, dude. But always keep your eye out for some interesting takes that you've never even considered before.
Damn, and I very complete Mongol.
Hey, man. To be continued. Oh no. I can't believe he still didn't, and he was enlightened by Jaberino Plays. Wowee. Awesome tutorial and first mission. Dude, that mission is so gay, it's not even gonna last. It's gonna be axed completely. This is awesome. Rainer can throw grenades in mission 4? He sounds so psychotically like surprised about this. It's like, wow, I can't believe it. How did you even make Zerg AI scripts that makes infested from an infested CC? I was surprised Zerg stole bot right expo, so I thought, no problem. 2 groups of Reens should secure it. None came out alive. Zerg sniped Rainer with infested. Game over, man. This is a really cool guy, I like him. Now I am confident in your epic map-making skills and know the Zerg actually expands and constantly harasses my base's expos. So M3 should a real survival mission. But then he doesn't write anything about it. Once again, great job, Pronago. What a nice guy. I mean, like, what do you even say about the mods? Like, the mod part? I wrote it in the README and everything. Well, thanks, UAD Commander, for making me look at that. It's really nice. Oh yeah, I gotta do something with Todd. What? Dude, Todd's psychotic. He reacts to wave emojis without even having any code. Oh, here we go. I'm just really concerned there. Back to N-Wars, my next co-op map. N!
I tried to do a war of attrition. As envisioned by the lead designer, Pronog.
Listen, I got nothing on that guy, dude. The world may never know why he felt the need to do what he did.
I can't believe he started his post with Harry, man.
Inspired by Rainer, of course.
I see you typing. Why did you do that?
I didn't.
You completely did.
Officer Todd has a mind of his own.
He just do that when he's tier 12 type?
What?
Does he just do that when tier 12 type?
He does it whenever he feels like it. No man can control Todd. Have I changed the color of all minerals in Nemesis Chain? Well, I basically have this, I went into the iScript and made it so that they play a different frame set depending on their resource, or just depending on the tile set. It works in the editor, but it's fucked up in game, so I haven't really fixed it yet.
Works in the editor, but it's fucked up in the game. That's insane.
Yeah, it just plays a different frame than it's supposed to in game. It's like offset by 1 somehow, even though it's using the same iScript and GRP. So I haven't really investigated that yet.
Maybe it should work on the 120.
Maybe.
What a laugh.
Ha. Ah. Oh shit, dude, this is a funky ass beat.
Pam 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 pam.
This is a funky ass homo.
Hey, can you try
No.
saving that script for me and looking if it crashes on the same AIW script bin?
What do you mean? Hey, you send me the AI script bin? But you just said AIW script, by the way. I just wanted to...
AIW, yeah. I meant AI slash BW script.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's broken. Just so you know. He is indeed busted.
No, you will. I think you will have to add entry for ZB7F.
Saying Z in 2018.
The string for that is 1482.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm just thinking about the fact that I can see you typing.
I had no idea.
You know, being a bongo.
I had no idea. Alright, what am I doing? I've never bothered adding strings to AI scripts before.
1482. You need to create a new script entry.
The ID has been discarded.
Yeah, that's why you need to create it. A new.
I've never done this before. Do I create it in this window?
You just press the button for the plus button on left.
1482. Okay, and then this is where I save the script.
Yeah, you paste the script into that entry and save it.
You
And
need to send it to me?
I sent it to you yesterday, but
Oh yeah, maybe I'll just scroll back in 3 pages of chat to find it. Or you can just send it to me.
it like downloaded.
No, I copy pasted it.
Oh, okay.
Saves, fine.
Yeah, can you send it to me?
No.
Oh, okay.
Argument for S must be a string.
Yeah, okay, so it doesn't save fine.
Yeah, so why are you adding a string? I don't understand.
What are you talking about?
You're adding a string and that's what's fucking it up. So.
It happens even if I don't do anything.
Well, it saves in a default script file. So.
What?
It saved for me yesterday. Like I told you, there was no problems when I just opened up a basic script file and found the ZF.
Well, I mean, obviously the first time I did it, I wasn't saving a new string.
Saves just fine here.
So let's try. I'll open PyAI. Open default.
Works fine for me anyway.
I'll import a list of scripts. Ah, fucking.
Whatever, I'll just make a blend later, as long as it's functional.
No. So just adding the script ID works.
You work. Oh shit. I really wish you could just add custom isometry to the editor. But alas. Ease. No, I don't think so. I'm gonna have to walk that one back. Nekron's dead. Be the designer that you are.
Is the script you sent the default one, or?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh! That was scary. Probably gonna stop in about an hour so I can take a nap before my Battle Cry stream. I gotta get the review done for Resurgence as well. This might be a little bit less than an hour. I feel like we've got a pretty cool concept going on. We can figure out what units are gonna be or what kind of archetypes the creeps are gonna fill. A lot of them are gonna be enemies that you just kill, but obviously you're gonna get like some of them as either units that the players themselves can control or units that the AI can control, or maybe both at some point.
No. It would probably be better if the AI controls them.
Yeah, we would have to focus all of our attention on making sure that the heroes were really, really well grounded in the mechanics. Making sure that they can, along with the systems that are surrounding them, the heroes can accept all the burden of the player's full focus. Since we're removing a lot of the other elements. Also, I think that upgrades to the AI should probably be pretty expensive, given the fact that obviously they affect all of the minions and stuff.
Well, yeah.
So, just trying to think about how to balance all that nonsense. This is a bumping track, man.
Bum 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 bum.
That's my favorite.
Why the fire? I hate him.
It only likes real men. Only real ends.
Manual them out.
And wipe them out.
Is there any way to move scripts on the list in AI?
I don't know. Never heard of the way.
Jesus Christ, why this program is good? Just have to be such a piece of shit.
Just open it in SCAI Edit 3.
No.
I promise it won't corrupt anything.
It will corrupt everything possible.
You should name infested Terran Cerebrid and Nemesis chain just M.
Alright, buddy, you need to calm down.
That's what UED commander said.
UED commander more like AD commander, fucking retard.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You can't say the commander word.
Oh, you need Dragoon was not found, yeah? Dragons don't even fucking exist. What do you mean you need Dragoon not found? Are you fucking retarded?
Because you don't have any Dragoons! Fix it!
This is such a worthless piece of shit.
Destroyed. Would you like to end?
I would like to end myself, yes.
Have you tried not doing that? Fucking idiot.
Have you tried fucking being not retarded?
Stop being a baby.
Oh, we found fucking Dragoons.
No way, that's a lie.
It didn't cross! Turns out it crashed because I tried to save it in W script bin. I mean BW script bin.
Listen, I think W script is a good way to do it.
I saved it in the AI script and it did crash.
Told you.
I mean, that's fucking retarded. What if I make a change to... Can you just... cock a gun, put it to your worthless head, and shoot yourself.
And then Russia invades Crimea!
So if you try to move a script from AI script to W... to BW ship
No.
is just crushed by AI.
Oh. Why are you moving scripts anyway?
Because I have more free space in BW ship than
No.
Bam 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 actually.
It's hard to keep that beat when there's another beat in your beat. You're on the right track. You just need to start screaming while you do it. I wish I had like 30 keyboards so I could just start smashing them. I think that would be really fun. I don't care what anybody says. I think it's actually really fun to just smash stuff. Preferably while screaming, and then you can take a nap afterwards. Oh shit, I just realized, how the fuck am I gonna do this?
Oh, EA is exploring Command and Conquer remasters.
What?
You can you imagine playing Cordala 3 remaster?
That's like a joke Vorgaz would tell me.
This might actually be true.
How's the progress coming along? Pretty well. We have a basic map outline. Although I've been staring at this screen for a while, yelling at Nekron for like the past 10 minutes. So, we probably need 2 AI per player, or 2 AI per team, right? Because we need 1 AI that... Well, I guess maybe not necessarily. We can probably keep it to 1 AI per team. The catch would be that the single AI per team would have to like be training units for the attack, like the spawned waves or whatever. The units that we use for those can't be used for like any of the AI requests. So I don't know how exactly that would work out.
I would make it to AI, 1 for base management, 1 for attack, because it would just save you.
Yeah, well the problem is I still need an AI, at least 1 for the creeps.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, we could technically use the 3 extra AI, but the problem with those is that they are, I think they're hostile to themselves as well, right?
They hostile to themselves.
Like they shoot each other, yeah.
I don't think so. They are hostile to everyone, which would probably work for us. Did somebody make it so you can use the AI for them?
No. I wish. One of my top requested fucking things.
Oh my god.
What?
So I just opened up the StarCraft 2 page in the Battle.net client, and this is the first thing I see.
Special?
Yeah, it's
Well, he's big enough to be a bus, I guess.
What a meanie, honest.
He's mean to himself for being that fat. Alright. We've got our Kenyans.
Why do you keep thinking that making ice script changes is easy when this is like the most insane thing in this game? Like every behavior has 10 completely random consequences you might have no idea about.
Oh, obviously it becomes a lot easier to visualize when you work with it for several years. Practice makes perfect.
Kilo man.
You.
Oh man.
I think there should probably be like a build-up at some point where it's like the early game. In the early game, you can like creep with an ally or something. Like creep with your if it's a 2v2, you'd be able to creep around that way probably. What's going on, dogs? Fat Leo. Woof. Yeah, I feel like if you wait for your AI to set up and start moving, it'll give you time to explore the map and see if you can find your opponents doing something cheesy. What was wrong with your old social media? So you standardized it. I get you. Can't even resize the map preview. What are you trying to say, UED Commander? Are you trying to say that you aren't End Commander? Because I've got a Discord server that says otherwise. Don't sigh at me.
Yeah, that's why I only time that's it. The commander is creating a battle for airship right now.
Speak up.
The commander is working on a battle for ice ship right now.
What a nice boy. Unfortunate that it is ill-fated. Or should I say, unfortunate. Oh, okay.
Smash.
Only counts if you scream. Give me a good priority survive impression.
What do you mean? Are you okay?
Yeah, make an impression of that game.
I don't think I can.
Why not? You're some kind of idiot. How's my medical condition going?
He's still retarded.
I said I hear Zeratul grunting around. When did I say that? Yeah, it's because you played Zeratul, man. I don't remember it at all. Every time I stream, I feel like I'm 5 minutes away from passing out or something. It's really strange. You are you. Yeah, team night is going to be interesting. I was thinking that maybe we should make it so that team night requires everything to be co-op. So that the teams are a bit more justified, because then you actually need the other person to be able to test what you're making, right?
No way, would I let 3 characters ever join our Discord server?
No.
That's absolutely weird, 3 characters.
Nah. You've been in the server for many years now.
I'm not even that 3 characters.
Yes, you are. You ain't stupid little idiot. You are a little fucking stupid idiot.
I do.
You are a little idiot, almost.
Black? White.
Yes, you are. I'm not sure about giving them more time. The whole point is to make it so that it's very much a... Oh, you mean like give the team info, like in terms of which team is which? Yeah, like that'll be randomly selected, but I can give that information out a little bit earlier, I guess. I thought you meant like giving them their theme. That'll be kept under wraps. They won't actually be able to work on map files or whatever, but they can start thinking about what they want to work on, what game engine they're going to be working in. I actually don't even have a list of participants yet, so I guess I can document that.
I'm planning to attend it. For the record.
I think Bailiff all said he was coming. Haltrick said he probably won't be able to make it if I remember correctly. Alright, so we have 6 people confirmed then. I think Alexander said he was going to join as well, so add him.
Yeah.
But he said he's probably going to be going solo because nobody else wants to do...
Didn't Bale say he's fine with working on Rocket?
He did. So unless we get an odd number of entrants, I'll probably have him just just band those particular two together, given the fact that they're going to be working with the War 3. Oh, actually,
Actually,
yeah, Don says that he can do Warcraft 3 as well, so there's some combination. Combination's possible. That should be a really fun event, actually. I can't believe I actually made an Overlord birth emoji. It's an Overlord birth emoji. Hey, what's going on? Kaji Tetsushi. Welcome to my end.
Jesus Christ.
End.
You need a break.
End.
Somebody joins your Discord and the first thing you say to him is just N.
No.
That's definitely not normal.
First thing I said to him was welcome.
That doesn't make it better.
Yeah, it's your line, so actually it does. I hope you enjoy your stay on the Discord server. Sure, there will be plenty of insanity.
Rampaging racism.
I don't think so. Yeah, Mesk is a real hard-working fellow. In the rear. I'm gonna rub hydrocortisone cream on my feet. Wanna watch? I have a really bad calluses all over my feet. What time is it over there, Kaji? Assuming I'm pronouncing your name right in the first place. I always forget how to pronounce your name. I always want to say kaiju. Because you...
This is not getting any more normal.
I always want to say kaijen. Because N. Yeah, so you're 12 hours... I assume it's ahead of me. Is it almost Saturday there?
Actually, it was, by the way.
Yeah, so you're 12 hours ahead. Yeah, everything is fucked on the latest version of Warcraft 3. I was able to download an archive of 129, but I don't know if it works yet. I can't play any campaigns until I get a working downgrade, which is just insane. We should get iQuare in on Mapcraft.
Didn't he take part in any of the past events?
No.
Then yeah, we should get him.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like just running a basic campaign, right? Like I would have to edit it myself probably. Although I guess I've done that anyways in the past with this insane shit. Where I'll just be like in the middle of playing a map breaks, I have to open it up. Going into the sleepy bird bed to take a quick nap, I see. I consider joining Mapcraft anyway. I like the way iQuare thinks. Are you going to have campaign crap again?
Holy!
What are you holding about?
I will send a GIF. What do you think about? Oh, fuck.
That would be a still image.
What do you think about that?
That's disgusting.
I think it looks pretty good.
It's pretty broken. Playing fucking Hearthstone? Jesus Christ. What am I listening to?
192.
What is this anyway?
What do you mean?
Enemy Devourers all hatched at about the same time, and they were all using the Overlord birth celebration. Almost said birth emoji. Hopefully there's not one of those. Well, just the explanation of Overlord birth emojis linked to where it is. Oh, Varanus. And Uranus.
Oh, Anus.
Oh, anus. You can't say that. That's quite heinous.
That Rocky Bridge looks pretty good. That's
Oh.
not just making custom tiles, right?
What happened?
That Rocky Bridge is made using custom tiles or just normal ones?
No, the bridge is using custom tiles. It's based off of a blend, but I did a lot of Photoshop work to make it blend properly.
No. Right.
Would love to watch the stream devolve into sodomy again. I don't know if it's a devolve. I think it's actually quite the evolution.
This stream is...
You gotta make sure that every hole has multiple uses so that it justifies itself better, you know? Evolutionary adaptation of the turd kind. Big, 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 big bombs. Oh shit. Redo this. Had that option unticked like a mongo. Zergy. Looking dumb. Oh, what am I reading? Instead of what, weird? I think there's already an anime theme, isn't there? Yeah.
Is there a theme for map must be as edgy as possible?
Is there a what? A theme for being edgy?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like that.
Well then, you know what to do.
Crossover between multiple campaigns is already a thing here, I'm pretty sure. Hey, you should screenshot that comment again.
Alright.
Welcome back, Heltrix. What a blurry fucking screenshot.
Yeah.
Maybe don't add post-processing to your snipping tool. I think the Insanity event will really be that'll be a really good one when you have to have five themes per player. Be pretty epic. I thought the sirens were in my background again. It's just this music. It's crazy. Bing, bing, bing. Turbo bing. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. What are those days good for you, Heltrix? We can probably do the 27th. I added Resurgence to the list of acceptable special bus characters. Seems like a throwaway line. I did add, Matt must be told from the perspective of a community member, which people can decide to include Jay Barino as that community member. So it's a bit more free form. Sirens? Oh, there's already a police one. Not necessary. Sirens fucking... Why do people put sirens in their music? It always confuses me. I think I'll pass on that one. Oh. Should allow players to get transports for money. Yeah, you mean you won't be there for 10 o'clock? We might be able to might be able to push it back to 11 depending on other people's availability. For Nekron time, that would be 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That works.
I'm okay with whenever Arms is really late at night.
Yeah. So if that helps you make it, Heltrix, I don't mind doing that. It seems like it was... Prime time is 5 for you. Aren't you and Nekron and Dawn all in the same time zone? Oh, you mean it's like right now it's 5? Yeah, it should be 5:30. So like we would be starting a half an hour earlier than now, or 20 minutes earlier or whatever. Looking at my microwave clock and it's fast. Oh, it's 6:30 there. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, it would just be like 20. Let's see. Yeah, it would be 20 minutes early. Earlier than now. So if you can make it at 6 o'clock your time, then no problem. What time zone is that, Nekron?
My time zone?
Yeah, what is it called?
Give me a second. CST. CEST.
CEST? Oh, yeah.
Like in CST.
Yeah, I mean, no pressure either way. I was just like 1 hour is usually not too bad for people. And if it is for some reason, like they would have to go or something, then they just start an hour earlier, whatever. It's a little harder to do that with teams, obviously. But. Imagine a world where Iquare, Vorgods, and Heltrix combine their forces. And nothing gets made in. Should get Dynamo to join too. He made a campaign back in the day. Should we have neutral shops in this?
Do we want items?
Not like items, but like mercenaries or whatever. I was just mentioning, like, for example, there should be a transport one.
Sure. If we are having transports, we might as well have all them stuff.
Yeah, I think so. So there'd be like a transport vessel, scouting vessel, that sort of thing.
Sure.
And then there'd be another kind of shop that does a bit more offensive things. But you'd probably buy like some units you'd be able to control that are probably like non-combat or support or whatever. But the vast majority of them would be bought for the ally.
Well, I have to go now because I have been called by an ulterior force. So, bye.
Okay. Mwah. Well, I just got destroyed. See that there. I'm making a map called N-Wars. Basically, you've got an AI ally. It's a 2v2, or it can go up to 2v2, but it's a 1v1 or 2v2 map where each human player controls a hero, a champion. That champion can go around and purchase upgrades for themselves, upgrades for their AI ally, upgrades for mercenaries and stuff like that. And they get money from last hitting on stuff, so it's sort of like a MOBA in that sense. There will be some specialized upgrades that'll be sort of like items in a way, weird kind of way, but they might be something where you can un-upgrade something, depending on how I ended up hooking it up. I'm not really sure how it's going to work out. Your AI ally will spawn minions, of course. Not really spawn, they'll actually train them, most likely. And there's a heavy focus on neutral objectives. Like, there's going to be creep camps all over the place, that some of which will periodically respawn. Some of which will be a bit more involved. Like, harder to kill, but once they're gone for good. Some will just be outposts that once you clear out, your AI ally will claim, and they will serve to spawn warriors for your AI ally to use in addition to their existing units, which gives the enemy more potential money to farm if they are able to do those last hits, but also puts more pressure on them because it's going to be pushing faster or harder. Yeah, so it's like inspired in a way by MOBAs, but I wanted to do something that was still had some vestiges of micro skill in it. And so there's really probably only going to be like 2 or 3 different kinds of champions that players can select. I might even implement, like once we have enough champions in place, I might even implement some sort of pick ban system, but that would be way further down the line. And the idea is that since it's 2v2, the games will probably not last super long. Probably like cap out at about a half hour maybe for like average to long games. Yes, it's a 161 project with AI modding and hero modding and all sorts of stuff. I'm gonna go all out with the modding. And then the main idea is that it'll be like a fun thing for us to play like on a game night for streaming or whatever, something like that. I just want something that's a bit more accessible, somewhat competitive in a sense, but also like lighthearted. Accessible for like just playing a couple games every now and then. And I think it would be interesting. I mean, making it 1v1 and 2v2 means that the number of players required to fill up a game of it is really low. And then if the technology is available and the demand is high enough, I might be able to look into making a 3v3 version. And there will be a variety of maps that use the same systems and modding and triggers, but the maps themselves and the location of creep camps and the shops that are available will morph gameplay in a meaningful way that you'll then be sort of like a meta will evolve in a different kind of way per map. So I guess it sounds a lot more ambitious than I'm probably meaning to make it sound like. Ultimately, I just want to make something that's fun to play with a small group of people while I'm streaming or something like that, because something to engage with the community where we could throw in, like, you know, references to shit on the channel and shit in the Discord server and stuff like that. You know, maybe a certain one of the factions can select a champion from Flame Knives or something. I don't know, like, and become Cardine. And one of his upgrades is to finally get a heart back. Like, we would figure something out. It's probably going to be quite a while before I'm ready to test this, but I like the concept a lot. I have to figure out how the AI is going to handle pathing and stuff. I think they're probably just going to train the units non-stop. And they'll be ordered to march into battle one by one by the AI script. So it'll look like a minion wave. The question is, like, what kind of lanes are there going to be? Like, is this... I think this is probably going to be a one-lane map, actually. Maybe it'll be 2. Maybe there'll be a second lane over here that has a longer travel time. Well, there's going to be a lot of jungling you can do. Like creeping of the creep camps. Well, there's 2 distinct factions, so the balance is definitely going to be asymmetrical. I'm gonna have to figure out if you know, one of them plays around with advantages with terrain more often. I'm not gonna be too concerned with making it so that the map is 100% balanced across between, like, the 2 factions. I think what I'll do is I'll figure out what makes one faction more advantaged over another faction, and then I will make a map that offers the other faction an advantage, so that you have 2 maps, and then one, you know, like maybe there's like a third map that's even, And so if it were like a if we were wanted to consider it as like a best of 3, for example, there would still be some element of balance there because you've got a say an N-sided map and a fraud-sided map, and then an even map. Well, you're covering all your bases. So I think that can work out fine. But ultimately, I just want to make something that has some really fun heroes that can hold the attention of a player from start to finish. Interesting upgrade trees, ways to improve your AI ally if you want to mostly take a supportive role, like a supportive hero might be better off doing that than worrying too much about upgrading themselves, especially in like a 1v1 scenario. They might be able to like enchant their allies or something in the mid to late game. I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I'm sure it won't be perfectly balanced for a very significantly lengthy amount of time, but I still think it's an interesting idea nonetheless. Would I like some custom icons for this? Yeah, probably. Usually DF does them all. If you have some suggestions or something, though. You! Guys, it's you. It's you here. What's going on, Alaric? How you doing? Oh, you DM'd me on Discord, but then you left my server, so I didn't get a chance to reply to you. Let me see what you said. You said you can't watch the third map arena VOD. Do you know why? Did that get fixed ever? Or is that still a problem? It did, okay. Just wanted to make sure. What a name. Yeah, there's like a problem when the stream goes longer than 2 hours. The VOD takes a long time to process compared to if it's under 2 hours for some reason. Like if it's under 2 hours, it seems like it's almost instantly available. But otherwise you get into some weird fucking territory. Not entirely sure why. But it's probably because YouTube is just an insane bloated service. How long was that video anyways? I feel like I did like 2 different 5-hour streams. Insane. The end brain. I did a little song earlier. What it was like Zerg here. Yeah, there's some of those submissions took a while. Like that Adventure Begins one. Nekron was very happy that we played that one. We have 11 people for Mapcraft. Oh wait, I don't even think I edited. Oh, did I edit? Yeah, I did. So excited. Yeah, I hope you get some more useful feedback for your map. Oh shit, I was supposed to go to bed. I guess I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Well, I'm pretty much the worst player in the world when it comes to puzzles, and I was able to navigate my way around pretty well, so... They seem to be better at, like, the micro-oriented puzzle maps than I am. Probably just because they play more RPGs and stuff, so I think they should be fine. I don't think there was anything that was particularly difficult to understand. And even if they do get stuck, the rewind feature lets them, like, cheat, basically, so... I certainly abused that in my StarCraft 2 runs. What a disaster. That was before you knew about custom AI and stuff. You really turned over a new leaf now. Yeah, I can't remember if I've seen them mineral walk before. I'm sure they'll understand it. They'll know. I've played StarCraft for years. Is it even possible to drone drill and stuff in StarCraft 2? I don't even remember. Like, would it be possible to mineral walk but then pause as you're inside the Dark Templar? Yeah, I remember all your, there was a lot of doodad tile work that you did. Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things that helps, at least for me, making mapcraft submissions helps me, it's like a really good exercise in like making sure that I'm still able to do all of the things that a map requires, right? To go from work in the editor to playtest in 4 hours. I take so long with my maps otherwise, you know, I have this calculated approach or the system that I've got going on, and it works. But trust me, I can lose my mind trying to work on the same thing over and over again for like longer than a couple weeks or whatever, depending on the project. Sometimes I work just fine with it, but other times I need a couple days break or something. And Mapcraft is pretty useful for that, I think. Also lets me experiment with crazy shit. Very nice. So I'm thinking I'm gonna let the AI build up in this map over time, and then, yeah, I think probably the first minute or two will be the AI building up, players selecting their champions, and you'll have like a little bit of a warm-up time or whatever, where you can scout out the creep locations and stuff, even though they won't be interactable at that moment. I have so many unfinished maps. I actually started working on the new Hydra campaign today. Got my folders organized and stuff, so that'll be something that I'm going to be doing some mod streams of later on. All right, let's turn that off. I think we're probably making as much progress as we're gonna make. It's sort of like a MOBA style map, but it has a little bit more going on. You got an AI ally for either side. It can go from, it's either 1v1 or 2v2. So you're gonna have a lot of hero play. You pick your champion at the beginning from a selection of like maybe 3 or 4 unique ones per side. I'm not sure which. I'm not sure how many I'm gonna make. And you've got the frauds, which replace Protoss as a custom faction. They're gonna be the ones that are in the bottom right in this map. And then the top left is the Ends, the infested faction that replace the Zerg. And then you've got Kenyans that replace the Terrans, that are like the neutral. They're basically like the objective. And so one of the objectives, obviously like the main objective, is to destroy the enemy's main base. But another one is, like, one of the ways that you can get that pretty easily is by taking the middle. Or not easily, but like it'll help you. It's like a pretty important objective there. So it's quite a balancing act. You have a lot of moving parts. There's going to be like shops that you can hire mercenaries and transports and stuff at, support craft. It's going to be upgrades you can get for your army, for your champion. It'll be pretty fun. Thanks. We're going to see more about it next time. I decided to work on it. I've got like 3 different productions that I can do modding streams for, so there'll probably be 3 or 4 of those a week now, as long as my internet doesn't get destroyed somehow. Yeah, I think that's probably it for now. I have to go to take a nap, but I will return eventually. It's gonna be a stream in like 6 hours, 15 minutes, somewhere around there, maybe a little bit later, depending on when I wake up from my nap. So if anybody's around then, stay tuned for that. I'm playing Warlords Battlecry 2. Big kisses. Mwah.